There are choices that follow a person, like shadows, even in the brightest daylight. In a peaceful Yoruba village, where families gather under mango trees, and evening winds carry stories from house to house, there lived a woman named Kikelomo, a heart gentle enough to calm storms. She cooked for her husband with joy. She poured his water before he ever asked. She prayed for his success, even on days he forgot her worth. But love alone cannot protect the heart when betrayal is being prepared in the same home where you sleep. Once, Kikelomo and Adewale had a love that seemed to fill the skies. He courted her with songs under the moon, and she laughed like the river itself was singing. Neighbors admired them. Friends envied the trust between them. They built their home from little more than hope, planting yams and maize, sharing dreams under the same stars every night. Kikelomo's loyalty was unwavering. She believed love could conquer all. Even when hardships came, she offered her heart without hesitation. But hearts can be swayed, promises can be bent, even the strongest love can bend under the weight of greed. Adewale met a wealthy widow in a nearby town. Her steps sounded like power, her purse overflowed like fresh palm wine, and her eyes held a secret promise. Life can be easier without struggle, without loyalty, without the woman you claim to love. Adewale listened. He imagined new clothes, new house, new status, without the woman who helped build the little they had. He did not fight the temptation. He let it in, and little by little, love lost its seat in his heart. Then there was Sade, Adewale's sister, a woman whose heart had hardened the day her brother married Kikelomo. She comes from nothing, she thought, and now she claims a place our family should have lifted. She smiled in public, but bitterness feasted in her private thoughts. When she noticed Adewale's loyalty drifting, she did not stop him. She nurtured the darkness. Brother, she whispered one night, you deserve someone richer, someone stronger, someone who can lift our name higher. And in that moment, the seeds of betrayal were sown, step by step, decision by decision. They would harvest sorrow. One night, Kikelomo slept under the soft glow of her lantern. She dreamed. Shadows moved across her room, stretching like fingers. The air turned cold. A voice, deep and hollow, whispered, a hand reaches for your cup, but the wrong lips may taste it first. Figures appeared, ancestors cloaked in darkness. They did not speak clearly, but a danger pressed against her chest, a warning she could not ignore. She awoke, gasping, heart pounding, but dismissed it as a strange dream. The shadows of that warning, however, lingered, waiting for the right moment. At the market, loud with bargaining voices and scented with roasted maize, Adewale stood before a small stall. A trader passed him a small bottle. Poison, silent and invisible, stronger than regret. He paid with trembling fingers and hid it deep inside his clothing. That night, under a moon pretending not to watch, he poured death into Kikelomo's favorite drink, fruit juice. A quiet pop, a swirl, a smile of victory. He believed fate was on his side. Kikelomo returned, humming the love song of better days. Her kindness moved like sunlight across the room. Adewale pushed the poisoned cup toward her. My wife, come and rest, he said, his voice a mask carved by lies. Just as she reached for the drink, a voice intruded from outside, sighed. She walked in boldly, self-confidence loud enough to silence the night. Kikelomo smiled, always eager to show peace, even to a heart that hated her. Sister, refresh yourself, she said softly, and placed the poisoned cup into Sade's hand. Adewale's breath stopped. His soul tried to scream, but his body froze, as if guilt had chained him to the chair. Sad raised the cup, one gulp, a sudden gasp. Glass shattered. Her fingers trembled. Her body hit the floor like a tree cut from its roots. The poison meant for love had claimed blood instead. Neighbors rushed in. Panic tore through every voice. What happened? Who gave her the drink? Eyes turned to Adewale. Eyes that once trusted him, now sharp with fear. Kikelomo fell beside Sade's body, crying for a woman who never wished her well. When the healer shook his head, a heavy silence entered the room. This is murder, a voice whispered. Trembling, Adewale's soul collapsed. His plan had buried his own sister. Police arrived. Cold metal embraced his wrists. In the station, truth broke open like a cracked calabash. He confessed. Every detail, every lie, every step from love to greed to destruction. Elders sighed deeply. A man who tried to kill his wife but killed his future instead. Time healed the village, but Kikelomo's heart carried scars. She mourned Sade, not because of closeness, but because death had sat too close to her own seat. Yet, she rose again. She planted flowers on Sade's grave, flowers Sade had admired, but never grown. Kikelomo rebuilt her life with dignity as her new necklace. She walked through the village, and people greeted her not with pity, but with respect. She had survived what many could not. Adewale's prison walls mirrored his choices. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw the cup rolling across the floor, reminding him, when you dig a grave for someone you love, dig two. One for them, one for the part of yourself you will never get back. Never trade love for greed. Never allow jealousy to choose your actions. Because what you pour into the cup of others, you may one day drink yourself. Thank you for listening to this African tale of betrayal, consequence, and survival. If you believe karma never sleeps, type in the comments. Greed destroys everything. More stories await you. May the wisdom from this one protect your home tonight.